What brings wisdom in the first place is hunger. Blessed are those who are thirsty and hungry after righteousness, they shall be filled. When you see Elon Musk now, he does not know anything. No. When you see somebody who does not have one room, he's an advisor on Instagram. If you see all the principles that only him knows. One young man from the Facebook began to relate with me one day. How are you, David? I said, fine. I've checked his profile. I've known when he got born again. He said, what? Can you define your mission for me? I said, I don't have mission. He said, but you must be able to define a mission to be able to accomplish a mission. I'm looking at him. I said, one day you will come back and say, I'm so sorry for asking for the definition of mission because now I'm in suffering. As a missionary. Because as a missionary, you went there and say, my mission is to turn Congo to righteousness. Until when you get there, you see, command to tap. One Congo girl was dancing on Instagram today. If you see what is in on her body, immediately I just move before the deposit. He just started, I know the problem of my family. Say, stop it. Just stop, command to tap. Because he just wanted to start. You can see the way everywhere is moving, everywhere is already moving. And you know when they dance a little, they will turn so that you can know the blessing that God gave them through there. I say, I'm the only one here. There is no deliverance minister. That if I die, they say, my mission statement, and you printed it, you pasted it everywhere, is to turn Congo to righteousness. From the airport, you take hey, I tell you, Boni Baba. It's from there you are using peripheral. So you look at your Ferrari. Ferrari that they will use when those people, those 6 people that carry coffee, when they carry your dead body, and they put it in their plane again to carry back to your country. The missionary has died. That's when you know that we don't go to the battlefield with mission statement. We go with hunger. Say, Lord, help me. I don't even know what I'm doing. A lot of the times I've come to the stage here and I've told God, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm a born servant. Just move through me. I must just be here. But even me, myself, my life needs help. And as I'm getting to the office, and God will tell me, yes, it is because of the help that your life needs. It's from there. It's from your trouble you minister. So open downward. You're not hearing me. Open downward. Minister to them from downward. So a lot of the times I come here ministering from my wound. You're not hearing what I'm saying. I come here ministering from my wound. And from that wound, I can now minister, teach the word of God the next 10 hours. Because the wound is deep. That is when your mess turns to a message. When your test turns to a testimony. When your trial turns to a triumph. That's what they call pedagogy. Communication of experience. That's why they said the greatest message on earth is story. Storytelling. Storytelling taps on realities. Everybody is wowed by story. They want to hear it. Because that's a fairy tale. It's not fiction. Most other things is fictional. But story, people really want to hear it. See, there was a time I saw one girl, and the girl saw me and they said, tell us this thing. Because I just came back from saying what? Are you listening? Hunger is what you won't know when God has filled you with wisdom as an hungry person. The wisdom of God is for hungry. And then, as a result begin to show up and you are hearing the feedback, they don't mean anything to you because the more a wise man will hear and will increase learning. And a man of understanding will attain unto a wise counsel. Proverbs 1:5. Real wisdom that taps from the fear of God. There is no end to your reigning. There is no end of the reign of his government and peace. There shall be no end. Because what taps from the fear of God taps into hunger. When you when you tap into the fear of God, God will open his treasure to you. The treasure is not that God will give you gift. He will tell you, Paul began to pray. He said, I want God to strengthen you with might in the inner man, so that you will know the depth, the height, the length, and the breadth of God's love. That means God will show you how fast things can be. Like for instance, I'm talking about fruitfulness now. I can teach that thing for 1 year because God just opens a side of himself to me towards the end of last year when I was asking what is next year for. And he said, I'm just unhappy that people are not fruitful. And I said, what do you mean? And he began to tell me, fruitfulness is what I'm all about. And he began to tell me how many resources he has for people to be fruitful. And how people are not fruitful because except they are aligned. You see, he's so deep. He just opens. That's the reason why Pastor Adeboye, they've conquered all spaces. And yet they are still looking for space to conquer. You're not hearing what I'm saying. Pastor Adeboye, Pastor Kumoyi, Bishop Oyedepo, what have they not conquered? And they are still looking for what does not exist to conquer because eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither. Foolish people, they are, the fool in the Bible. He say, build a barn. He say, my soul be eating and drinking. You have many things. And God said, thou fool, tonight your soul. So some of you that have some little money and your head is not correct anymore, is a sign of foolishness. Wise people have billions. And yet, they are like, the richest black man on earth is a Nigerian Muslim man, Nagote. The humility of that man is outrageous. He's an Hausa man. He just with everybody. This is the way he greets everybody. This is the way he's going. Then we see people with 2 naira. They have ring everywhere here. They just sold 1 album for 10,000 naira. And I say, we run this town here. And then anytime they are coming on stage, they have drink inside cup. And it's cocoa 5 naira. They behave as if it is one champagne, a pop champagne. One of them one day began to sing, a pop champagne, I do champagne. Anything I do is champagne. And he was just posing with the champagne. Then one of the girls that is rocking with him just popped the champagne. Yeah. He said 1.5 million. He became a cleaner in the hotel where they rented the champagne until he used cleaning work to pay for. He became a cleaner. The secret of God is with those who fear him. So the best bet, he will show them his covenant. The best bet. He showed Abraham, he said, all the nations of the earth will be blessed through you. There was nothing else that could satisfy Adam. So people will now come to you. Do you know you are great? You don't understand. We just finished the program. We finished there with so much money, but it didn't look like anything to me. There is no kind of greeting, Baba, Mama. Today, for the first time, Mama wrote me a letter, Reverend Dr. Richman. I was laughing. They don't call me doctor. They can never call. They didn't even greet me. Or doctorate, whatever. He said, hello, Reverend Dr. David Richman. I was just laughing to myself. I said, these people are feeling something that this boy could pull something. But it means nothing to me because throughout today I was in sorrow of being so backward. I was trying to tell myself, it's not this too bad that you are thinking like this. In the midst of that, Mama wrote me, Reverend Doctor. I said, maybe they think. I said, no. The sorrow overwhelms the joy. That is the perpetual life of a successful man. You finished 40 days yesterday. And then you say, Lord, things are not accomplished yet. And then you start another one today. You say, why am I so lazy? You finish 40 days. Some people finish 2 days. They say, eat and drink my soul. They now order 40 pieces of hot dogs for 2 days. 40 is a number of covenant. 40 pieces of hot dog, 40 pieces of prawn with ice. 40 pieces of shrimp, 40 pieces of crab, only them inside their house, and barbecuing them and eating. The Lord bless us.